Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Frosty. The moment that I have been waiting for has finally happened. After 7 years, Bungie has reintroduced one of my all-time favorite exotics, the Red Death. So I got some big questions. How good is it now in 2024 in the current Destiny PvP meta? Is it going to be a popular gun? Am I going to use it? And I also have some questions about whether or not I'm gonna like the Red Death inside of PvE, which we're all gonna answer in this video. Let me introduce you to the 2-burst machine that was once dominating the Crucible in Destiny 1. It has the intrinsic trait Redemption. Final blows with this weapon cure you and increase reload speed. Reloading after final blows cures nearby allies. Our trait on the gun is called Inverse Relationship. When you deal damage with this weapon, it gains increased handling, takes reduced flinch, and movement speed is increased for a short time. When you're at a reduced health, this weapon deals additional damage, which should make it much more forgiving. Anyways, I want to dive in, start dissecting the weapon, and see what's going on with the new Red Death. Oh, you sound so good, my love. You sound so good, my love. You're back. You're back. You're so back. Yo, it doesn't kick. It's kind of free right now with this gun. I thought the finger snap would work. I guess you have to have it equipped. Huh. It kind of runs out pretty fast in Crucible. I thought it was going to last longer. 1v1? So it doesn't completely heal me up. It only gives me like a little bit of HP. If it's not a full health, this is not OG Red Death, which I'm kind of sad. Maybe I was just burned. What's the range like? I think Thorn counters my Red Death cure a little bit, no? I got a lot more HP from there. I didn't think this gun would be this steady. Yeah, it's not giving me max HP. Ouch, man. It barely gives me a little bit of health. Oh, I would have loved if it was like full regen, like a OG, like the OG version. Aww. Crispy little tubers.
I've seen enough.
Restoration times 2. And I got Radiant now. Okay, that's pretty fun. All right, there's a couple things I want to test out with the Red Death. I want to see what the cure effect really is like. So Zez here is going to get me one shot, and then I'm going to defeat him, and we're going to see how much HP we get back. All right. Reloading. Wait, that was cure by itself already. Oh my god, when I killed him, that didn't give me much. What? All right, Zez is going to give me a one-shot kill. So you get cure times 2, and honestly, I feel like it barely gives you any HP. It's almost like picking up a recuperation mod inside a Crucible. It's not much. It's not much. I was hoping for it to be more like the OG Red Death in Destiny 1, where I feel like I just got all my health back. Okay, I got a little bit of extra health there. Interesting. All right, let's see what happens if I proc Radiant. So I'm gonna proc Radiant. He's gonna give me one shot, and we're gonna see if the effects improve at all. Nope. So I do have to say that amount of health is not really anything crazy. I feel like heal clip is better than what Red Death is doing here, but it still has incredible stats and it has more going for it than just health on kills. So for example, let's take a look at my normal headshot body shot damage. 23, 41 head. When I'm one shot kill in a gunfight, let's assume, let's see the damage value changes. 24 to 43. So you get a little bit of a damage bump there. I'm sure that it's going to affect the optimal TTK, like needing maybe one less crit, right? Being able to get those 2 burst kills much easier, because remember, this is a 2 burst weapon. All headshots will kill, which is very awesome. Really fast TTK, by the way. I believe that's a 0.67. Correct me if I'm wrong. One last thing I want to show is Crimson is actually kind of like the OG Red Death, where it would auto reload and it would give you like the max regen. That's going to give me one shot kill here, and I'll show you what the OG Red Death was really like. Get the max HP, and there you have it. Now, the Catalyst can definitely change things up, but we're going to have to wait and see. But that's the Red Death inside of a Prime match. A little bit more of a closer look at the perks it has going for it. All right, squad. So here I am in PvE. I'm going to exhaust some abilities. I want to see what Ember of Benevolence does when I'm applying Cure to my teammates. So it states that I have to reload. Ember of Benevolence is proccing from that. I'm going to get another kill. So yeah, you can see my abilities going up. I'm proccing Cure with Red Death. I'm just throwing the healing nade off so it doesn't interrupt me proccing this perk. So I can keep refreshing that perk and keep getting the abilities back. Or keep the timer up, I should say. So Red Death, with that Cure ability, proccing that perk for me, does help me lean into the possibilities of just spamming more solar abilities on my player, on my character, which I like. My only problem with the Red Death using it right now is that I feel like there's many other primaries that can deal with multiple ads at once, and Red Death is like a much better single target weapon. So having to, just aim at every single thrall to kill them is a bit of a nuisance when I'm so spoiled by solar weapons with incandescent and ignitions. But that is the Red Death in PvE. I do like how confident you can be with your HP, as you're constantly healing as you defeat some of these enemies. That is definitely something I don't want to overlook. And when I pop my super, I get the benefits. I apply Scorch. With that Scorch combined with some other abilities, I can start creating some ignitions. If I sit on top of a well and I have the fragment that makes solar explosions with super kills, since the Red Death is solar on top of that well, I will create ignitions, which is something to keep in mind if you want a little bit more power fantasy out of your exotic. But that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to see. Pretty cool stuff for sure. So just when I was ready to move on from the Red Death, it came to my attention that I can actually see the Catalyst right here. So it states that Final Blows charge this weapon. When the weapon is charged, the next final blow creates a healing burst at your location and leaves a remnant behind that provides restoration to allies. So based on reading this and the information that I got from playing with Red Death right now, I don't think this Catalyst is going to be much of a game changer for PvP, unless it would just like proc healing as I'm playing and just keep restoring my health, which it doesn't seem like this is going to happen. But for PvE, it sounds like a great support Catalyst. I'm excited to get my hands on it though, just to try it out and really make sure that it's something that I wouldn't like.